Alamos is a Mexican village located in the southeast of the state of Sonora. It is also known as the City of Portals. It was founded at the end of the 17th century, when a silver mine was discovered in that region. Alamos was one of the first towns with the title of city of the old state of the West, and was its capital from 1827 to 1830. It was also one of the most important and rich towns in the northwest of the country in the 17th century, due to its social and political value. Alamos is currently the main historical attraction of Sonora, since it is a town with pure colonial architecture, for which it was declared with the title of Magic Town by the Ministry of Tourism of Mexico. Since 2001 it has been on the tentative list to be named World Heritage of Humanity by UNESCO. Alamos was founded on December 8, 1685, after the discovery of silver mines near the region. The discovery and exploitation of these mines led to its growth, making it the most important and wealthy city in the northwest of the country. The municipal pantheon of Alamos opened its doors, according to oral tradition, in the year 1794. Prior to the opening of the current cemetery, the bodies were deposited in the atrium and inside the parish church. Despite having more than 200 years of existence, the Pantheon does not have any tomb from the 18th century, at least not with a tombstone that accredits it as such, being the oldest located so far, that of the three Salido cousins, who died at hands of the indigenous Mayos in the year 1844. The opening of pantheons in the aforementioned year of 1794 was general for all of New Spain, by a royal order given by Carlos III. Said order was due to a large epidemic that had recently occurred. Sonora has a history marked by large-scale epidemic episodes. During the colonial period in the 19th century, outbreaks of measles, smallpox and fever had a periodic presence. They became a familiar enemy, but difficult to defeat. To these sufferings were added epidemics of cholera in 1850, yellow fever in 1883, and influenza in 1918. The old health difficulties were mixed with ills unknown to the Sonoran population.